Max says, Kobe scored 60 in his last Lakers game. What can we learn about business from Kobe? Thoughts on his legacy?
I don't do sports, but like ask Ralph.
Ralph, what do you think we can learn from what Kobe did? Take 100 shots.
Come on, he's actually covers the sports for me. I was a bad sports player.
Can you hear him?
You miss all the shots you don't take, and if you ever get accused of a terrible crime, buy your wife a big ring.
Oh geez, he hates Kobe.
Titles, and then you're back.
Kobe hater. Kobe hater. He's a Celtics fan?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Makes sense. You're a Patriots fan?
I am.
Jesus Christ.
He's from Boston.
I respect that. How old are you?
27.
Perfect. No respect for any Boston fan under the age of 34. You had it too good. You're soft. All right, listen.
Isn't your client GE moving to Boston?
Yes, they are. Here's what we can learn about Kobe. Kobe is very smart from a branding standpoint in a lot of ways. He knows that the jokes of even the most cynical of he took 50 shots last night, which I think has only happened 4 times in NBA history, so it's pretty intense. He knows something that I know, which is that part gets forgotten in 7 years. What you'll hear is what's repeated 70,000 times, which is that Kobe scored 60 in his last game. And I think some of the people that run the best brands and businesses in the world don't sweat the short-term narrative because they're smart enough to play the chess moves to understand when that wears off. As a matter of fact, a lot of politicians do that because they know that we say that negative ads are bad. We Americans, we hate negative ads. Negative ads are bad. It's the only thing we respond to. And so, I will run negative ads till your face falls off. I will take the heat for 48 hours of like, I'm running too many negative ads on Brad. I'll win the election and nobody will remember. I mean that, and so I think that's what we can learn from Kobe last night. I wanted to make it valuable. I think I did a nice tie in there. What Kobe's actions were on the court last night is he knows the narrative that best positions his legacy, and so he was going to take as many shots as he had to maximize that headline because it was going to be the only thing left. And a lot of you right now worry way too much, first of all, of what everybody else thinks. Secondarily, you worry too much about what the narrative is in the short term. You know, like starting an agency 7 years ago at the height of your ability in the tech sector when the tech sector is exploding because you wanted to play a practical long game, not what people were whispering behind your back for a 12-month period.
Could I identify with you for a sec? You just saw yes, I'm identifying with Gary. You just saw my mentors and the guy that I actually started my business with, which is Brian Grazer. Yes, I saw he loves you, by the way.
Thank you.
So does Ron. And I had this job before this, and I left in 2008 as his cultural attaché. I was like his private site guide. I built that into a business where I could work with other leaders. And when I left in 2008 to start this business, people were like, the fuck are you talking about? Like the economy's about to crash, which they were right. And like you're basically thought of as a luxury, because I was just helping some Hollywood producer come up with movie ideas, right? But I kind of knew that the world was going to change and I would be able to become more of a necessity because everybody was going to be so crazed by knowing what they need to know. So yeah, I mean it's taken me, it's 2008, it's taken me 8 years.
It takes time.
Right, well that's something you can teach then entrepreneurs.
Building something real takes time.
It really does, if it's authentic and you don't want to pollute your brand.
That's right. Mom, raising a great child takes time.
It does.
I mean, India was a disaster for many years.
Was she?
I'm kidding.
I don't remember
But
that.
it takes time. I really, trying to connect the points for other, like I'm living it now with my 2 children. Like, building anything great takes time.